Hello. I hope you've come here with low expectations and minimal excitement because things are about to get mildly interesting. But if you think about it, that's actually not so bad in comparison to other YouTube videos, because how often do you start one and you're like, this isn't really interesting. On to the next thing. So if this is at least mildly interesting, it's kind of a success. So, hey, let's take a look at the last month of things that are kind of mildly interesting. This row of trees makes a perfect fall colors progression bar. Huh, that it does. That's really cool. That's perfect, actually. I wonder if there's some kind of scientific phenomena going on, like there's a building that gives all of them just it like slants, and so it gives them a particular amount of sun per tree to make this happen, or if it's purely coincidental. But that seems too perfect to be coincidental. Maybe they water them a certain amount, one gets more than the other, and I don't know. But that's pretty incredible. Nothing is written in stone. Written in stone. I hate to ruin the coincidental illusion, but I feel like it's done being self-aware as a joke. But it's kind of funny. Nothing is written in stone. Well, if that was the case, this would be blank then. So you get congratulations. You've just played yourself. Paint chipping making the wheelchair guy look like an angry old man. It's taking inspiration from the old dude in Happy Wheels. That's what we're going for here. It's just nature is doing it. Someone could fill in the blanks with paint and try to make this wheelchair thing have a cost. It's going to cosplay as the old dude from Happy Wheels, just in time for Halloween. We can have the handicapped icon do some cosplaying. It's only fair. My 2-year-old brother wiped his face on the couch after crying. Oh, Jesus Christ, that's horrifying. God. It's not mildly interesting, that's mildly horrifying. Hey, again, just in time for Halloween. I hope it stains too. And just every time you sit or look at that couch, you're just like, okay. Yeah, I remember that one time that it was possessed by a demon. We're just gonna get rid of it now. Good God. And then there's a little mini demon over there. It's like he got the big faceplant right there and then wiped it off, then did a little mini faceplant. You know how after crying you have the few stutters, and then he tried to bury that into the couch again, and then he was like, all right, I guess I'm done with my tantrum. It's fine. I'll get ice cream another night. And I don't know. What else is he crying about? What do kids cry about? Ice cream? Not getting a new iPhone? I don't know. The way my closet separates this light. Huh. From the thumbnail, it looked like some crazy interdimensional portal thing going on. I wonder how that works when there's no glass or anything like that. What is acting as a prism here? Is it the strands of the carpet that are like translucent and splitting up the light? I don't know. 1970s album cover. I mean, yeah, Dark Side of the Moon action going on or something, but can we get a any information scientifically here as to what's going on? Nothing scientific, just people making puns and stuff, which is kind of what you expect. This guy's shirt has the entire script of Pulp Fiction printed on it. Like, how do you even get a printer to do that? Because there's just like no margins. It's just 100% printed all over the place. Where do you start reading it from? Also, are scripts really that small that you can fit the entire thing on a t-shirt? And is it front and back or just, I have so many questions. I wonder how close you would have to get to actually realize this, because I'm sure the guy taking the photo had to ask, hey, what's on your shirt? And then the guy was like, oh, it's a script of Pulp Fiction. Although I'd be very, very impressed if the person taking the photo was just sitting behind this person like, yes, I do believe that is the script for Pulp Fiction. I did notice that one section where it says, does he look like a bitch? Yeah, it was very easy to identify. All right, this magnet on my fridge in the garage has been collecting the iron out of the air. I feel like that should be, I don't know, a warning sign perhaps that maybe you should use a face mask when walking around in your garage, because apparently you have iron particles just flying through the air, and those probably aren't good to breathe. You ever see those Will It Blend videos? Every time he opened the thing, it would be like, iPhone dust. Don't breathe this. And I feel like you're breathing that. Yeah, are you doing something that involves a lot of iron dust? Nope, just living in Oklahoma. All right, so just living in Oklahoma, apparently you inhale iron. Hey, no need to eat beef or anything. You get your iron directly into your lungs. Taiwanese man has tiny pants for pockets. Okay. I was like trying to envision what this meant from the description. Okay, it's just pockets that are made to look kind of like pants, which seems really inconvenient, because what if you put your keys in there instead of just having a nice flat bottom that you can easily reach and grab? Your keys can fall into either pant leg of the pocket, and then what do? You have to like get tweezers and dig in there in order to get your keys out. But also, who puts their keys in their back pocket? That would be like mildly uncomfortable. Also, what if you sat on it and the key was sticking like straight into your butt, and then you impaled your butt? Oh, that would suck. I never put anything in my back pockets, so this fake skylight in the surgery waiting room. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the future of apocalypse bunkers. You'll see the sky from monitors inside them, and that'll be your only remembrance of what the outside world once looked like. It's nice, but also it's kind of depressing at the same time. Like, oh yeah, outside, but it's fake. But also a nice touch, I suppose, but it probably looks weird if you're directly under it. I'm sure for a still it looks fine, but in real life with 3D walking around, it's probably weird. We had our last box of seasoning so long that the number of years on the label has now changed. Old Bay seasoning for seafood, poultry, salad, same great taste for over 70 years. Same great taste for over 75 years. I've always wondered, actually, this is amazingly mildly interesting and something I've thought about before. Like when you have companies that say since whatever date, it seems more effective than saying for the last some odd years, because it's always the date that you started, that's never going to change. But you say we've been going for such and such length of time, you always have to update that. And every time I see it, I'm like, I wonder how long ago they actually started, because what if they haven't updated that number in 10 years? You know? You never know, you know? But you never do know, right? You know? Anyway, my colleague has a microfiber cloth to clean his glasses stitched under his shirt. Is your colleague like the, he's like the button-up version of Steve Jobs? Instead of the black turtleneck, he's got the black turtleneck button-up, and he buttons the buttons all the way up on that thing. Dude's full-on buttoned up there. Anyway, but it's a clever idea. I actually think that'd be very useful, especially like, well, if you have glasses, but if you also use cameras a lot, just to have the ability to clean your lens without worry, just stitched onto your shirt. It's not a bad idea. This tree I found hiking looks like a forest monster watching over you. That's just, I don't like that. Man, if I stumbled upon that shit going for a pee in the middle of the night, if that was at a campground, I don't even think I'd have time to put away what was going on. I'd run while peeing. I'm not a person who buys into ghosts or any supernatural or monsters or any of that stuff, but I see that in the middle of the night, no, I'm dipping out of there. I'm not about that. This fox I encountered on my school's campus while going for a walk last night. I mean, is that mildly interesting? I guess you encountered a fox, and that's kind of cool, and that's nature, but are foxes really rare to see? I guess they are. I guess I've never actually seen a fox in the wild, so yeah. I assume they run away from you if you get close to them at all, unless it's like a domesticated one, but that's a fox. You are indeed correct, sir. This restaurant has a painting of their very first customers. Two Gentlemen's Y. Very first customers. Is the restaurant called Two Gentlemen's Y? That's a bizarre restaurant name. Hello, let's go to Two Gentlemen Y. Is that like the, hold on, Y, is it YY chromosome makes male? Or whatever. It's an interesting restaurant name. But yeah, hey dude, you know what? If I opened a restaurant and I was like, yeah, super proud of this, and it wasn't a line out the door for a grand opening or something, it was just, we're hoping people come in, I'd take a picture of my first customers and be like, can we make this a permanent thing? I'd be totally down. Gotta take pride in your work. I'm sure they invested a lot of time making the restaurant happen. So restaurants are a risky business. So you gotta do what you can. Someone had all the failed presidential candidates' bumper stickers on their car. Oh my God. All right, so the real question here is, were they applied before or after the election? Because if they were applied before the election, then who needs news outlets spending millions of dollars conducting polls to try to figure out who's president? We just go to this guy, and whoever he wants to put on his car, the opposite person's gonna win. That's all you need to know. That's it. Dude, that would be mega impressive if this person applied all those bumper stickers before the election. But there's also probably a good chance that maybe they got a few and they're like, damn, all these people are losing. Maybe I'll just turn it into a thing. And so then they decide to start applying the stickers after the election. But, you know, you can hope that this person actually has the world's worst prediction sense. My roommate's spatula has a stand so that the bit that touches your food doesn't touch the counter. Oh my God. Oh my God. That's the this is a perpetual thing in my life. Is like, what do? I need to always, if I don't have a plate to put my silverware over, I need to put it somewhere. I can't go down on the counter. It needs to go down on a napkin. It needs to go down on a non-reusable surface, or if it's reusable, something that was just washed. But I never like to put my silverware down on the table. Oh my God, this is the best thing ever. I wish that all silverware just had a little dangly doohicker like this. It would really add to the complexity of a normal fork, knife, spoon, etc. But man, would that be the best? I would buy that in a heartbeat. When I'm taking food down from upstairs, I got my to-go thing. As I'm opening before I've opened the container, I got to put the fork somewhere. I usually try to put it on a napkin, but sometimes I don't have a napkin because I know it's not going to be messy. And then what do? I love this. I love this so much. 3 girls in the same row wearing the same color sweater with the same color hair. What in the world? That's like some visual deja vu right there. They had to have coordinated that. That's just weird. Like, hold on. Do I have mirrors in front of me? Am I seeing into a duplicate dimension? No, it's just, okay. Watch, they're actually triplets. And the parents just love to coordinate them in the same outfit. I've seen twins before that are dressed the same, and it's just weird. I'm sorry if anyone watching this is a twin and you guys like dressing up the same, but that's mildly interesting for sure. My friend's phone case blends in with his 1982 school library circulation desk. It's like a perfect match. What the hell? What in the world? You know that the way that this happened is like, dude just put his phone down, not thinking, and then looked at it and was like, where'd my phone go? Found it a few seconds later. I was like, wait, what? It lines up perfectly. I wonder if it was actually a photo was taken of that desk. Because, I mean, you got to assume that it's a laminate. It's a vinyl laminate that has the same print on it for every single desk. And so I wonder if this is just the common desk. And they're like, all right, let's take a photo and turn it into... I want to know the reasoning behind this. But that's... okay. There we go. Pretty cool. Pretty mildly, interestingly cool. Anyway, that was it for the last month of Mildly Interesting. I was mildly interested. How about you? Anyway, check the playlist in the description if you want to catch more of these videos. Subscribe if you're not already. And if you want to listen to the music playing in the background right now, it's linked in the outro over on Marin Music. I'll see you next time.